I think the main problem or the main challenge that we face as researchers in human smuggling activities still remains our inability to influence the dominant narrative that has been permeated in government policies, global policies, as well as global development investments and resources deployments. What I'm trying to say is that the views on human smuggling is still very much influenced by the criminal justice narrative or framework. In other words, you have a criminal, a group of criminals who are taking advantage of the vulnerable people who want to migrate and exploit them and ruthlessly and taking advantage of the vulnerabilities and treating their lives cavalierly or frivolously at the expense all for profit. But in reality, it's far more complex. We're not denying that there are smugglers that are taking advantage of migrants, but it is far more common where you see smugglers are actually very much part of the irregular migration. They are facilitators with the intent to make money, but they are also providing much needed services to help reduce the uncertainty and risks that migrants that otherwise will have to face. I'm not here to promote or somehow advocate for the smugglers, but I think people taking on the uncertainties and the risks to migrate, to join the irregular migration, are driven by a lot of causes, a lot of factors. And by venturing into foreign lands or uncertain territories, they are faced with many risks and uncertainties. And the smugglers, to a great extent, can help smooth the transactions. And for a fee, of course. With the governments around the world investing millions upon millions of dollars of fighting the so-called human smuggling activities, I see that the money is not only ill-spent, but it can accomplish very little because the desire to migrate is not generated nor sustained by human smugglers. Quite the contrary, human smugglers can help reduce uncertainties and reduce some of the risks. So we've seen a lot of empirical work in the field now, and it has painted a very different pictures from the dominant narrative. And I hope somehow that researchers can get together and perhaps figure out a better way to communicate that message to the policymakers.